Hello and welcome to this live stream of the Eco server number 4 of the Catherine.Sky community. With me I have Alnilana, who has been playing on this server for the full time and will help me navigate around this map. I haven't played here, so it's a little bit... I will probably get lost on the way somewhere. So I am at the Welcome Center. This is the place where everybody has to go through, and it has some invisible walls, glass walls, and I guess all of the rules posted which apply to the server, which are, by the way, one of the reasons I did not play here this time. This server was an experiment in just having a little bit more rules, a little bit more control or guidance of all the players, how to build, where to build, and as you can see, it's a lot of rules. But that's just the basics. There will be more rules in the Eco channel, or there have been, since the server is going to be shut down soon. Hello there, Alnilana.
Hello. There may be a lot of rules, but a lot of them are just to make things run smoothly.
Yes, of course, that is correct. We have experienced in the past that certain rules are just required, or otherwise the server will run into instabilities, like keeping mining out of the inhabited areas because of lag issues and similar things. So I guess I will just walk out and we will see what's happening, right?
Yes, experience the Genarian Sanctuary organically.
Okay, so, oh, here's the sign. The Genarian Sanctuary. And I already see something that is very, very floaty above the trees. Oh, and there's the bank. So that's one of the things we have in each community server. We restrict the currencies to one central currency, because also having too many currencies, again, is causing lag issues. And as you are aware, Eco is still very, very early access, and a lot of such things happen. So what do you say? We start with this floaty house? I reckon it's actually yours.
I would be happy to show you around my place. So we were talking about IKEA the other day, and my IKEA is in the basement, but the impressive part is upstairs.
Okay, then let's start with the impressive part. Though I have to say this is, as I said, very floaty. I think in real life, let's say for a tree house, you would want a little bit more solid trees, like if you've played Ark and know the redwood forest there.
Yes, a more sturdy tree would be great if they would grow here.
So maybe something that the eco devs will also have to consider adding. So let's see, there's a very cozy sitting area here, and some more trees growing up in the sky. Let's see, what's this? Looks like a kitchen area. Is this correct?
Yep.
Interesting, I haven't seen this kind of furniture, but probably because I've never been a cook on any of the servers.
Oh, the bakery oven, you haven't seen that.
Oh, is that the vanilla bakery oven?
That's the vanilla one.
Okay, I may have seen it before then, but it's usually Catherine who was baking, at least on the earlier servers, so it was somewhere in her houses and I didn't get to walk around that much. By the way, Catherine wasn't sure whether she will be able to join on the stream, maybe later, maybe not, we will see. We will also be shooting down Bob, if you haven't read about that yet. Roughly by the end of the video, so plan is for about an hour, and we should start shooting down Bob in about 40 minutes from now. I love the flower setup here in the center.
Thank you. That is a mod pack that I definitely took on as a business for myself.
Excellent, excellent. I was a little restricted when I played last. So, and I guess that's a sleeping area with some nice bookshelves. Okay. Oh, and a
I
single
wish the
toilet.
bookshelves were neater, though. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, well, one of the restrictions we have on the servers is trying to not have too many mods with different furniture, because again, too many different items causing more problems for the servers, and especially with the shop interface, too many item types there will just lead to endless lag. So that's one of the issues.
Yes, and a lot of the mod packs for furniture items for houses make the skill point gains overwhelming.
So yes, a very small, decent toilet. We will probably see some more elaborate ones. There has been some kind of contest, which I do not quite understand, about the building of bathrooms, but yeah, we will probably see more of that later.
Yes, we will.
Let's head down. Also very nice view from up here with more flowers. Is this for sale or is this just for decoration?
These, I wanted to display all the flowers that would be for sale so that people could come up and look at them before they bought them.
Excellent, excellent. And I assume this way is downstairs.
Yes.
Hello, Eco. Jump. I didn't want to jump up the door. Okay.
Sorry about that. I lost my deed for this place and I haven't replaced it, so I can't just add you. My apologies.
No worries. I do have the dev tool, so it's okay.
Ah, you have the key. Okay, good.
Okay, so this looks like a crafting room of sorts. With
Yep,
all
this is my workshop.
kinds of farmer crafting tables. I do recognize these. And a couple storage spaces, and then more crafting, and oh, a kitchen probably.
Yes, this is my IKEA area.
And the IKEA area that was promised, yes. One of the things I had issues with on the previous servers, but we discussed this to some extent. The way the game kind of forces you to stack furniture to get more skill points per day, and that leads to what I call IKEA warehouses, which basically are just, although this isn't exactly one, this is just a regular workshop area, but IKEA warehouses where people just stack furniture to get around the limitations or the skill points thresholds.
Yeah, I've never been really one to make a warehouse myself. My house is still 119 points, so it's pretty good.
That's quite a lot and more than I ever had, but that's okay. Okay, but in order to maybe I will start going around checking out the rest of the city. Let's see what else we come across.
I do recommend my next door neighbor.
Your next door neighbor, well, there's probably at least 3 next door neighbors. Right across is probably Katherine's place, right?
Nope, this one is Octavio's place. He's actually currently on vacation, and he asked me to make sure that this house got taken a look at. And I think that we were just talking about here, so use your little key to open the door.
For some reason, this one doesn't let me open. That was weird. Oh, so these are perfectly accessible and perfectly safe to work at, I see.
I think that clamp is in a great place.
For exercise, probably, yes.
So this is a competition room.
Which one? this one that I just entered. Oh dear, oh dear.
I think you should read the signs.
Multitasking competition. Contestants will be judged on control of facial expressions and how much pitch they can get out. Well, then let's have a look inside. Could you maybe move a little, because I can't pass through the door like this?
Oh, I'm not standing there.
Okay. Well, in my world you were standing in the door, well, basically. But so, judges panel. Well, and a couple of washing stations, sure. Doing laundry is a fine thing. And then there's that. So I know that there is something of a, well, submarines and some boats have this kind of bathrooms where there's no separation walls between the individual stalls, but other than that, maybe the army does, I don't know, but not in general. So for civilized housing, I think that's a little bit archaic.
Oh, but this is a competition. It's how much of your facial expression and then how much washing you get done.
Right. Yes, probably. I would say let's move on and see some more. Here we have something that actually resembles a kitchen. The meat processing table is a little bit inaccessible, but okay. And a nice reading area. Oh, and that's already the back door. Okay, so I guess, but there's an upper floor. We missed
the... Yeah, upstairs is around front.
Oh, here. Okay, yeah. How many kitchens are in this house?
You'll find that generally most places will have 2 kitchens, 2 bathrooms, 2 living rooms, and or general rooms, and 2 bedrooms.
Because this looked like a kitchen again, probably in game terms. I mean, there's a lot of general furniture, but too much kitchen furniture to count as anything else, and we already had one below, or 2. Anyway, let's see, second bedroom.
Yes, this is the cat bedroom.
The cat bedroom.
Yes, these are the beds for the cats.
Oh yes, I think Catherine and Caledon called them like that, although I do not understand this concept. I didn't have cats myself ever, but whenever I was visiting people who had cats, cats had a very dedicated place at the foot end of the beds, and the beds were still reserved for human usage. So, but it's a nice outdoor area here as well. Okay. And
yes, I do like this. And all the plants you'll see are on the ground, because the only way for them to count point-wise is if they're on the ground.
No more putting them on tables?
No, not with this mod pack.
Okay. Well, we've seen this house.
Did you want to explore the bank?
Yes, maybe. Is there... I know Caledon spends quite some time, usually, to build a different bank.
Yes, he always makes a very beautiful bank, and this one is gorgeous.
So it's a very modern building, a lot of glass and steelwork, I guess. Let's see, what can I do here? Oh, I could probably, no, I can't. There's only the clay markers and the gold ingot purchase. Do you know where I can get rid of my, what's it called, the token we get at the start of the server, the Skycoin voucher?
This would be the place, but it's been broken since the last patch.
Okay, so if you haven't played before on these community servers, just a note, you usually get a voucher at the beginning just to distribute some currency, and you would take this voucher and go to the bank as your first action and trade it in for some money, so you can take part in the economy. But as Alnilana said, that's currently broken. Eco patches have been a little bit inconsistent recently. And admittedly, I think the server was updated for one of the major patches, so it's not that much of a surprise that there are some things that are broken.
I say we go south from here rather than going north, because north is our final destination.
Okay, so south is this way, I guess. By the way, this is the map, so let's see. All of the colorful boxes here, all of these plots are plots in the city, which have been pre-claimed by the moderator team, who spent quite a lot of effort in preparing this map, and who will be spending also some time, maybe a little bit less, preparing the next server. And players were asked to claim one of these when they want to build a house, and as one measure to keep all the shops in the city. So that's basically all the shops should be here. The only exemptions, as far as I know, were some shops in the farming and mining areas where farmers and miners could directly sell their raw goods, right?
Correct.
We will probably go visit these areas later. Let's see, we are already 15 minutes into the stream. I guess, do you have one or two houses which we want to visit in the city before going into the farming or mining areas and then coming back?
Sure, do you want to run around, or do you want me to start teleporting us around?
Well, what is south of here? Is that the farming area or the mining area?
I was just going to show you some houses in the city. Most of the impressive places are in the city, except for a few places.
Okay, well, I guess we will just walk a little south to get an idea of the impression of the road system. So this time the plots were spaced out a little bit so that people didn't by accident access each other's storage boxes, which is why there's some free areas between the houses each time, and also very wide roads. Why are the roads so wide?
It was a choice that we shall not make again, but it was meant for lots of commerce, and we didn't get quite as many people on this server as we had in the past.
I remember on the previous server we had over 100 people. How many roughly were this time?
This time we had 70, and usually we hit over 100.
Yeah, so 70 is already pretty good. Hello, almost got run over there.
By Dumpy, yeah. So there's houses on this side road here, but this is Catherine and Caledorn right here.
Oh, okay, yeah, I recognize the name of this shop. So that's usually Caledon's shop with lots of cooking, and this time some coal stacked on the roof.
Yeah, a convenient storage place.
Okay, let's see what he has to offer. Looks like, yes, they have progressed very far. All of the high-end foods are available, at least in some quantity. Except for, what's this? Baked meat is sold out. Okay. Well, no baked meat then today. And right opposite is, you said, Catherine's place. So let's have a quick look. KatherineOfSky Wizardess. This time she's a wizardess, okay.
Only research was really not a viable profession in this one, so it didn't quite go as planned.
Yeah, as far as I understood, this time research was changed such that it didn't yield the normal skill books, but only the what's it called, the scrolls, where you learn the skill.
Right. So we weren't producing books, only the scrolls, which makes researching a viable profession, except that we didn't have efficiencies for researching, which we will have in the next server.
Okay, so that's also, I wasn't sure whether that's a really good thing or not, to force everybody to research these skill books again, basically, but it's at least an interesting approach to make this profession possibly viable, yes. Hello there, Bali. So let's say, how about we start jumping around a little now? One or two houses in the city, and then we go to, let's say, the farming district next.
Sure. One or two houses. I definitely want you to see Wally's, so let's go there first.
Sure, let's go. Take me along.
He's actually in running distance, so we'll go ahead and just run right over there. If you hold the shift key, you go a little faster.
Quite some big structures here.
Yep, on our right is SC Hudson, and on our left is Mace.
Also looks a little unstable there. I think it's missing some pillars.
Yeah, probably, but it's a great way to put your stockpiles between where you need them for working and where you need them for selling.
Right, the limited range is sometimes a little difficult.
Oh, the view distance, or you mean
Oh
the
no, the
range of the...
limited range of the stockpile access.
Yes, I agree. So Wally's house is this big, impressive looking house here on the left.
That's quite some effort you put in there. Where are the beams from? Is this also some mod?
You mean the darker wood corners?
Oh, the wooden beams that stick out from the side of the house?
This is all made out of lumber, so everything you see here is lumber related.
Okay. Oh, I think I only used lumber for the bar in my last house, so not a lot. Let's see. Valley Detailer and Lumbering Fool. Large standing lumber sign, small. Oh, these are for sale. I see.
Yeah, they came in the new mod. So I'm sure you can just follow Wally around and he will show you around his house.
Oh, let's see. This, well, this is the sales room, obviously, with some crafting tables.
Nicely accessible.
Yes, indeed. And this looks like a kitchen area with also actually accessible tables and a nice dining table. Also a comfy sitting area for people who prefer not to eat at a table. And this is a research table. Didn't it say tailoring and lumbering?
Yes, but with the research not having any efficiency, anybody could use the same amount of product to make a research scroll.
Oh, I see. Okay. And there's something out front, a balcony maybe? Yes. A balcony overlooking the street. So this is really a very, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks wide street.
I think it's 4 tiles.
4 tiles, okay, yeah. Well, it is wide. Let's see, Wally wants me to go upstairs, I guess.
Yes.
A bathroom which is a little bit more like an IKEA warehouse, I guess, because some of the places are not so accessible, but and also
This is efficiency at its best.
Yes, probably.
But I know it's not your favorite thing.
And a double bedroom, yes, with more tables. This house has wooden tables and chairs in every room.
The table is 2 points, each chair is 0.5. Except there's a reduction to each chair you put in.
Yes, but very consistent theme. And this is, I guess, the sleeping quarters for the servants.
For the humans. The other ones are cat beds.
Oh, I see. Well, yes.
I'm very, very impressed with this roof line and the jutting out window thing here, which I can't remember the name of it.
That's why I thought it was more the room for the servants.
Dormer. Yes, dormer.
So let's have a look out over the street on this side. And what's on this side? Oh, I can't access it. Okay.
No, because of the height of the bed.
Well, this side I can look out a little, but not much to see. Okay. Well then, let's... anything else in this house?
Basement.
There's a basement, okay. So a basement with the regular amount of storage spaces. And it goes down and down and down and it ends here, okay. This looks like some kind of survival shelter, bunker, something.
Precisely.
Okay. Certainly.
Are you about to block him in?
Survivable.
You are.
So I guess this shelter or bunker is for if we should fail to destroy the meteor later.
Precisely.
Okay, well then, let's see.
One of the houses that I've been wanting to explore is just south of here.
One of the things I find confusing in this game is that it doesn't tell me the direction I'm looking at, or oh, it does at the very bottom down here. I always opened.
It's a little tiny letter.
Yeah, I always opened the map to check where I'm going, but now I found it. Okay, so south is Wally's house, but I guess we can pass by.
Yes, they made a nice path. I just love the outside of this building quite a bit.
It looks a lot more industrial. Like some kind of 19th century factory building. So that's Kill's store, okay, some kind of stone products and similar things, okay, and oh yeah, smelting.
And you can really see that he built the house and then put furniture in it.
That's quite nice actually, I think. Well, it does lead to some inconvenient placements probably, but still, I think it did a good job about it. I mean, everything's accessible. It looks quite nice, actually.
Yeah, I love this room.
Plants might get a little hot with the oven here, but...
They're mostly tropical anyway.
Was there upstairs here? Oh, there is something upstairs, yes.
You can see all the fruits of my labor. All the plants I'm sure I produced.
Oh, so this is all your profits showing up here.
I don't really go in for profits. I currently have one of the lowest amounts of Sky coin on the server.
So let's see more extensive use of rugs. I remember rugs also count quite significantly towards the skill point value.
Yes, the large rugs are 4 skill points and the medium rugs are 2. But again, there's diminishing values for them when you place multiples.
Let's see. Oh, and an open upstairs area. Okay. With a nice
oh, neat.
fireplace, and actually the storage area is placed in a way that nothing can fall down onto the street. I very much approve of this.
Yeah, this is a really great place to put your stockpiles. I really like this quite a bit.
Let's see. Unfortunately, we can't look up above the... yeah, I can't go up there, but let's try this window. So there's something... well, we will probably see that next door thing.
If you'd like to go and see pacifiers, that's absolutely fine.
I remember having seen a similar structure on the previous server.
Yes, I think that's something that pacifier does make. The tall tower of blocks. He does have a furniture showroom.
How high does it reach?
The limit should be 100.
So all the furnitures, is that all the things he sells, or is it more than that?
He does sell these items, and like I did with the plants, how I displayed them, he's displaying the items that he has for sale.
Some of them aren't showing up for me though, the red carpet and the abstract one, or maybe they are missing.
They're missing with the mod pack. I'm sorry, with the they came in a mod pack that didn't get readjusted after the new update. I think though we've got that fixed. I'm not quite sure, Wally.
Okay, so okay. Wally says they're coming back. This is a workroom, I guess, with very bare bones floors.
Yes. There's not much to this place because his farming area place is way more impressive. And if you'd like to see that, I can show you that too.
Yeah, we are about 32 minutes into the stream, so maybe let's start with the farming area next, yes.
Okay, there's a couple more places that I definitely want to show you as far as in the city. However, we can go out to the farming area over here. Really the only most impressive part is pacifiers. I didn't get that one. Give me just one moment while I pull it up. Oh, Wally's already out there. Great.
And we teleported to the area. In case you don't know, administrators, moderators on these servers have access to teleport commands, which they can either go to certain coordinates or just teleport to some other player. You can find all of these commands in the Eco Wiki in the console commands list.
Oh, you can do one of my favorite things from here. You can tree surf.
I almost fell down. So then it looks like this is a very, very crowded, tight, what's it called, forestry area.
Yes. Pacifier started as a forester. It's a really lucrative business on any server, and you group the trees together on the ground when you plant them in the night move on a chessboard.
Yes, I remember something like that. Each tree needs like 3 wide, 3 deep, or no, 2 deep, right?
3-2, yeah, is good. You can even do it tighter in 1-2, but I recommend 3-2. These are done in 1-2, I believe.
Okay. And as we've already seen, most of the houses, or many of the houses that we've seen, are actually built of wood because it's easily accessible after a couple days. Because forestry just, at least it works, it's a renewable resource. And as you know, Eco is a game about ecologies, and some people also say economy, and somebody left some this here. Okay, let's see. Maybe look at 1 or 2 rooms and then say what's this? It's a kitchen area as well, at least a little bit.
Oh, you should inspect the bathroom while you're here. I'm sure that's your favorite thing to do.
Okay, how many more bathrooms? Let's say we're limited to 1 more bathroom. Is this the bathroom you want to show?
No, it's up here, I think.
Up here.
I think you'll love this bathroom. Out of all of the bathrooms, this is the bathroom you'll love.
How much higher do I have to go?
Oh, where are you?
I went upstairs. Oh, I guess I missed it. Coming down again.
This place is a maze.
Yes. So, I don't think I... Let's see, this is not the bathroom. This is not the bathroom either. A little bit crowded and inaccessible.
Hold on to yourself. I gotcha.
Okay, let's see. And now... Which way?
The room you're standing in front of.
Okay, this one with some kind of plants in the middle of the room and actually plant pot. But this doesn't look like a bathroom. Oh, there is actually a washing area and a single toilet here, surrounded by separating walls. Yes, this indeed is a somewhat decent bathroom. Although I'm not sure what the table is doing here. I mean,
if you can't have a bathroom visit while you're in the middle of a meeting, what kind of bathroom is it?
a meeting bathroom. I guess that's a new concept. Last I was playing another game, I think it was SoftBank, the employees always complained if the bathrooms were not fully separate. I mean, I understand having a cozy chair in the bathroom when you want to sit down for the manicure or similar things, but meetings might be a little bit, you know, I understand having a coffee machine in meeting rooms, but let's see, yeah, and I fell down. Okay, yes, as you said, this is a maze, and we see a just regular forestry farming area. Something you will also notice, all of the dry ground here, that's because there is some buildings above and the rain can't reach. So, anything else to show here, or should we go to the next one?
Nope, we are going to go to the next one, which will be Eris and Ontario's area and the cemetery.
Then let's go. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, we are so back in town, I guess, at the south end of the town.
Yep, back in town at the south end, and I would just like you to enjoy the throne room.
This way? Oh well, I guess. Let's see. A lot of water here. Were these waterfalls here before? Or I remember on I think the first or the second server we actually had somebody who built their house next to a natural waterfall, right? Or to a water.
This is the same builder.
But that doesn't look like this is a natural one this time.
Nope, not at all. This is admin given water, but Eris built it in such a way that it would flow exactly this way.
And let's see, some side rooms with sitting areas. And what's this? Servants' tunnel connection to house. Maybe we'll look at that later. Sorry.
Oh yes, I haven't seen that yet myself.
And this way is also downstairs, okay. Is there anything upstairs here? No. Oh, then.
No.
This, oh, okay, this is probably joined with the other stairs. Is it? No, it isn't. Okay, lots of small rooms, or not quite small rooms. Some more.
No, Eris is a very complicated builder, and she always does impressive things.
Bedroom. Okay. This is a quite big fireplace.
Warm your buns.
Oh, actually a kitchen area. Well, of course the kitchen would be the warmest place in the entire building. So
okay,
that's...
we have to go back around to the servant tunnel.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
I love this place.
Oh, it's a lot deeper. And it still has flowers. And some... Well, it's not quite as well built out. Servants' tunnel this way. Okay, a lamp. And which way? Upstairs or downstairs? Well, let's try downstairs first.
I would assume down.
Okay. A washing machine, or what is this? Probably. Yes,
yep,
a washing machine. Although that's just decoration, right?
No, actually, a washing machine makes this... Well, it would make this a bathroom, except for the beds are in here. So it's probably a toss-up. Not sure whatever was placed down first, I think it also counts.
Yeah, it doesn't have power, so it doesn't count anyway. And I guess that's the area where the water ends up, that's falling up, falling down.
I think so.
Okay, so let's go on then. Left. Let's see where we end up. It said something about connection to the house, so another kitchen. I see quite a lot of different furniture from the last time, or from the last iteration, so that's nice. And I hope it didn't cause too much lag issues with the different items.
No, I don't think that we had that many lag issues. I mean, we're in the middle of the city running around, not really getting that much lag at all.
I think I got a little bit of loading lag earlier when we teleported back and I took a look around.
Ah, this is Eris's workroom.
Pretty with all the flowers. And what's this big thing here on this side?
This is Ontario's work.
Oh,
we'll have to go around the other side to the pool. Oh. And their stores were between their houses. They worked together on this server.
So Iris, Yumi, Manchi cooking then, and gardener's wares from the underground. Okay. So let's see. I think we have to hurry up a little bit, and how about we pay a brief visit to the mining area, 5 minutes or so, and then it's already time to start taking care of Bob.
Sure. Let me teleport us to the safe point. I had to teleport us outside the mining district because one of the reasons that we have restricted mining is that it slows everything. It lags absolutely everything.
I'll just follow you. Let's see where it goes.
So there's a lot of really impressive things in our mining district, you know, people building their homes and stuff. But on the right, you'll see the most impressive item on the mining district.
Some kind of animal, I suppose.
It's a holy fuzzy cat.
Indeed, although the lighting is a little bit difficult right now with the sun being behind it. Let's see whether we can get a better look from the other side. We do need some kind of mod tools to fly around like you can have in Minecraft, just to explore these things.
Oh, you have that. Just slash fly.
Oh, well then let's try.
Ooh, that locked me up.
So, well, looking at it from the top. Yes, from here it does indeed look like a cat. Although it also leads to a lot of interesting artifacts. People showing up in the sky. Let's see. Yeah, I think with the lighting right now it's a little bit difficult, and also the view distance is playing into it. So part of the cat is already in a fog. So yeah, but interesting. Who built this?
Megrith.
And it actually looks like he built it from stone he converted. So it's all mined stone, and that has been... Did you really mine all of this?
Megrith really did mine all of this. He really created all of this stone.
Oh, and there's stone falling from the sky. I guess it's time to leave.
Yes, his mining area is a little disastrous.
Is
Let me take you to one more area that I want you to see, and then we'll go to Laserland. How about that?
Yes, yes. So just as a note, basically the mining area is dedicated to people who want to dig caves, because caves cause a lot of lag, as mentioned before, so that's why it was restricted. And I assume there will be some kind of restriction on that on the next iteration as well, although the next server iteration is supposed to have in general less restrictions, less rules, going back a little bit to the more let's see what people come up with playstyle. I think
Right.
I dropped not on the bridge, but next to it.
Oh no, sorry. You should still have fly on.
Oh, I can re-enable it, yes.
I'm not quite sure how this turned out, but this is actually over the water, and Dini built this entire platform himself.
Okay, so one of the bridges, I can see more interesting bridges on the map, but let's look at this place. Let's walk. Oh, it's a flying something, although I see there is dirt below the house here. Did he put dirt to the ocean bottom?
His original idea was to actually farm out here, but there is no good farming out here at all.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes the distribution of farming grounds can be a little bit interesting. So, waterfall, ponds and bridge. Oh, there's a waterfall. I guess that's then more admin spawned water. Although, at least here it's in a place where there is water, so he could have pumps.
Oh, Eris has water next to her house too. I made sure of that, but it wasn't precisely where the waterfalls were.
So, but otherwise it looks like a relatively empty house.
Yeah, It's an empty house. I just wanted to show you the structure because I don't think a lot of people knew that this was out here and that it's possible to build out over the water like this. Because if you look on the map, we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, yes, I did look at the map before. That's it is indeed in the middle of some kind of ocean, and let's see, there's a toggle switch somewhere here where I can... Oh no, not in the in-game map. Okay. Oh. Let's see, it's southeast of the city in case anybody wants to look at it. I see we have another interesting bridge up north with some claimed area, although I don't know what that is.
That is another farming area. That was what I knew. There was something else I wanted to add.
The piece on
in
the
the
bridge.
next server, we're not going to have districts, but we're still going to have the restriction on people keeping their minds away from other people's areas.
Yes, yes, most definitely. That makes sense, and also the farming areas is probably best to keep a little bit outside of town, and just to stay clear of other people's farms. We've had some issues before. Also, if you do plan on farming or just harvesting crops, make sure to leave some for the other people. There have been instances where the server, well, basically the wildlands ran out of certain crops, because sometimes the spawning zoning isn't perfect. In particular, rice has that issue. It's spawning in areas and then mostly dies off, so be careful a little bit and be mindful. But let's go to Laserland now and start saving this world.
All right, give me just one moment. I put the wrong coordinates down.
And while we are waiting for that, one of the links I posted in this video description below points to one of the projects NASA had at some time, which talks about asteroid redirection, which is a lot more scientifically realistic than what this game does. If your world is ever threatened by an asteroid or meteoroid, don't think about using lasers to blow it up. It will just come raining down the sky and destroy everything. It just does not work. If you're interested in how these things work in real life or could potentially work, check out the Wikipedia page, follow some of the links. The NASA project itself was cancelled, but they did some research on technologies and some of the challenges and how you could redirect such kinds of objects in real life. But we have arrived at Laserland, so that's a big area of lasers here. Oh, and there is Bob. We actually see Bob. Great. Where's the computer?
Wally, I can't find the computer.
Maybe it's upstairs?
It's in it's in the chest on the edge over here. I'm powering up the laser generators, or the power generators right now.
Let's see, what's up here? That's, oh, it's seating area, okay. No, and then... there.
Got it.
Okay, I think we have full power now.
Okay, here is something. Here's a chest, I suppose.
Where would you like the computer? Do you want it upstairs?
Well, no, upstairs is a little bit crowded. There are the couches, and then there's no more room for the computer, I guess. Let's just put it down here near the lasers. Okay, so this is the control computer. Let's see. I still can't access it.
Oh, I don't have this deed anymore. Shoot.
It's in the bank. What do you need?
I just wanted to give Kiwa access to press the button, but we're going to lose Bob here if we don't press the button soon.
Well then, Wally, please do the honors of pressing the button. That's probably faster.
I like how they sparkle in anticipation.
Yes. You think Wally heard that? Where did he go?
Yes, he did. I think.
You have rights now.
Oh, yay! Thank you, Wally.
Okay, so activate. Does it? I pressed the button, although I don't see anything happening.
I think that the lasers they're not targeting anymore. So
Correct,
there's a lot
yes.
of delay and differences. I think we're gonna have to wait again. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, I think on one of the servers, or at least in one of Katherine's videos, there was a desync between the position of Bob for different people. Do you know whether that's fixed now?
No, it's not. It's definitely not fixed because I still see Bob in the sky.
Okay, for me it's already below the horizon.
I think the lasers are scanning for it, so once it comes back up on the north, we should be good. Or, I'm sorry, the south, we should be good.
Why would it be a bad idea to fire now, Sydney?
Because once it comes up over the horizon, it will kind of like shoot through the hill, and you won't exactly see the laser impact.
I see. The platform is in the line of fire. No, not for me. So again, probably some more desyncs. But I could see how that would happen with the platform being really along the ground track of the... Is it a meteoroid or an asteroid? I don't know.
I believe the game calls it a meteor, right?
Okay, so the game calls it a meteorite here. Well then. As I said, this part of the game is... while the game makes quite some effort to be reasonably accurate in some of the other aspects, like pollution and things, and let's see, in the farming area, the whole shoot down Bob thingy is a little weird. The lasers are still trying to acquire the target, so I guess we still have to wait.
Yeah, it does take some time. My apologies.
Not your fault at all. I will take a sip of water in the meantime.
You could take this truck for a joyride if you wanted.
Does this server already have all of the new vehicles, or is this still planned only for the next patch? I don't remember.
No, we do have the new vehicles. I saw the skid steer when we were out at Deanie's, but I didn't say anything. And then the new trucks are out here. You almost got run over by one, remember?
Yeah, I got run over by a truck, that's correct. There's 2 trucks here, okay. And Sydney is trying to run. Well, let's hide a little bit. Okay, so these are the new trucks, and there have been other new vehicles. Still no target acquisition.
No, I'm not sure about the time cycle when it goes down and then when it comes back up, but it is not quick.
So, oh, there it shows up for me over the horizon again. So it's probably going to be soon.
Yeah, there's the moon, so... if you just keep an eye on the lasers, the lasers will all point in the same direction once it's back in the horizon.
Okay, they're acquiring now, it looks like. So now center fire.
Okay, let's see. Let's try this again with the button. Now the button is actually red. And it's starting to fire. Oh yes, they do call it a meteor. And suddenly all of the power production started to spew fumes. And there it goes.
Ooh. Ah.
And that is pretty much the victory for the Eco Community Server number 4 of the KatherineOfSky community. I would like to thank all of the players who participated in this round, and certainly thank the moderators who took really a lot of time to build this world and set it up and basically enable playing on this, and especially under the circumstances of not quite stable early access games with all of its issues. That's supporting all of this is quite a lot of effort. And as mentioned, there will be a next iteration. The next iteration will have a little bit less rules, a little bit back to let's see what people come up with. Whether a city develops or whether it will be separated communities, and this will start. I guess the server will keep running for a couple more hours. We aren't quite ready to start a new one yet. The mod pack has been finished as far as I know, but the bank hasn't been built yet, so it will be a couple hours, maybe a day or two at most.
Ooh, hopefully not that long.
Yeah, hopefully not that long.
We have to take this server down in order to start the next server. So that is the time length that we will need.
Yes. So watch out in community info, no, what's the name? Community map info channel. It will certainly have an announcement when the next server is ready. Do you want to take us out, Alnilana?
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Thank you so much for joining us here, and we are looking forward to you joining us in the future on our server iteration 5. And thank you so much, Kiwa, for doing this tour around our lovely server 4.
Yes, thank you for providing the guidance for the tour. I mean, I would not have found most of these places. It's really a big place.
Yes, it is. And I'm looking forward to seeing what our community comes up with in the next one. So thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, and bye-bye.